You gotta listen, bro.
All right, hold on. We gonna stop this right now. All right. You know me. I don't know you. All right. The fact of the matter is, if you're gonna substantiate your argument, you're gonna have to do it without doing ad hominem attacks.
What's your definition of an ad hominem attack? I'm answering the things that you're saying. I'm not being disrespectful.
What you think about me, you don't know half of what my life is like. Honestly.
I know what you display on the internet, and what you display on the internet is that you're married and you've only been with one woman after your marriage. So how do you have all this information on dating?
Listen. If I looked at you and say, okay, you look gay to me, should I add that as part of the conversation? Or should I just be able to stand on my own?
Now that is an ad hominem attack. Just in case you don't know the definition, that's an ad hominem attack.
No.
About why we are actually not going to be friends. I guess you'll have to let me know in the comment section. Originally supposed to do a group game night and everybody bailed, so we were just going to go do a game night ourselves. I then asked him if he wanted to go run some errands with me instead. We do the errand stuff. Of course it's my errands, so I'm really the only one buying anything. I don't get that much stuff, but I've got a good enough size bag and had walked about 20 minutes to the store, so we have to walk about 20 minutes back. The bag is kind of heavy. This dude, he's a big muscular dude. I'm not exactly like a big muscular woman. And I just said, can you please carry this? Oh, this is where a lot of people are going to be divided. I'd be like, well, of course it's your bag. Why would he carry it? It's fair enough. And that was exactly his reasoning. For me, it immediately killed the mood because I wasn't looking at this as an expectation that he had to do it. I asked because we are trying to be friends and he's stronger than I am. When we were talking it out, he said, oh, I would do that for a girlfriend, but I wouldn't do that for just anyone. I would do that for someone special. I don't understand the concept of doing nice things for people only in a particular situation. The fact that he said, what were you going to give me in return is a really weird question to pose on someone when you've just met them. His other answer was that he just didn't want to be taken advantage of, to which I said, you would feel taken advantage of because you would carry someone's bag? Well, you know, some girls are like that. They want you to carry their stuff. They want you to buy stuff for them. But this is getting even more confusing for me because I didn't ask you to buy anything. I simply just asked if you could carry this for me. What was also really hurtful about that is immediately he was thinking tit for tat when friendships shouldn't be founded off of that.
Okay. Do you guys agree with her?
Yeah, I agree with her. I agree. I think that.
Oh no, my bad. I didn't get that.
Y'all got an echo.
Let me see what it is. Go ahead, John. Go ahead.
Echo cancellation.
Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, go ahead. What's time?
I agree with her. I think that a lot of the problems in dating currently is that we're all hyper sensitive when it comes to courting a person. I think a lot of people are afraid that they're going to be labeled as a simp, or the women are afraid they're going to be labeled as a pick-me. So we disassociate the thing that is right in front of us and what we're trying to accomplish, which is being in a successful relationship. I agree with her. Should have just grabbed her bag. It wasn't that serious.
Okay. Anybody agree with him? Anybody else agree with him?
I agree with him. I think exactly what he said. I think that when you're trying to develop a relationship with somebody or you're trying to move forward, whether it be friendship, because a lot of relationships start with the foundation of friendship. And if you're trying to move forward in that, then I don't get why you wouldn't be able to do something kind in that matter. She didn't ask him to buy anything. She just asked him to do what she would want her man to do. I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah, he's not her man now.
Right, but
we only hearing from her side.
Should that matter though? Should you not hold someone's bag because you're not there?
Wait, let's tie this echo.
Who was that, Q? Which one? Who got an echo?
That's Ty. Go ahead.
All right, you got to put on the echo. Go ahead. What was y'all saying?
I'm saying, should that matter? Should you be taking into consideration carrying someone's bag due to the fact that they're not your spouse?
Yes.
Why?
Because
it's a bag like 5 pounds.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a bag. It doesn't matter what it is. The fact of the matter is a lot of y'all get caught up doing boyfriend stuff, doing husband stuff.
That boyfriend stuff, carrying someone's bag, that's crazy.
It is. Would you carry your homeboy's bag?
Would I carry my homeboy's bag? I mean, if I was gay and we were courting each other, that's different. You're inflating two different things.
No, we're not talking about courting. She said friends.
Yeah.
No, they were on a date. She said they were on a date.
No, she didn't say that they was on a date. She said that they were going to a game night. This was the first time that they met. It was just cool.
That's a date. What are you talking about, Anton? That's a date. They're going on a game night the first time they met.
The only reason that you might need to listen to the video again. The only reason that they was together is because everybody else flaked out on them. So they just so happened to be in the same space with each other and went to the store with each other. That's it. It wasn't on a date. They wasn't going on a date with each other. They was just cool.
Okay, if that's the case, if they weren't on a date, then I can see what I said, and it's totally different. If they're just platonic friends, then no, you're not required to do anything outside of being a friend. But if they're courting each other, then there's nothing wrong with holding a woman's back.
How can you court somebody on the first time that you meet her?
That's what courting is, getting to know them. It doesn't matter if it's the first time, the second time, or the third time. Courting is introducing yourself and presenting yourself to them as
every chick that you meet. You gonna carry her bag if she needs you to carry her bag?
If I am courting a woman and she asks me to carry her bag, yes, I don't have a problem with carrying her bag.
What if you're not courting her and she asks you to carry the bag? Are you gonna carry?
Well, that's random. That's if a random woman comes up to me and I'm just walking, she asks me to carry her bag. Then no,
you know her. You're not courting her. Are you carrying her bag?
I know her. I'm not courting her. Am I carrying her bag?
Yes.
It depends. It depends. There's nuances in that. Every situation is different. I can't just answer that.
You a bag carrier. you a bag.
You can try to label it however you want to make it sound funny, but for you to say that a man is a simp because he's carrying someone's bag is crazy to me.
I'm not laughing. I'm telling
but he didn't call you a simp.
You the type of guy to take her bag and make sure that she's taken care of so that you can prep her for the next guy who she don't have no. Man, listen.
Now we're adding stuff. I never know. I'm not the type of guy to prep anyone for the next person. I'm the type of guy to be a gentleman to my lady. If she wants me to carry her bag because it's not your lady,
that's not your chick, bro. For some reason, you got this impression.
No, I think what it is, I think you've been married for so long that you don't understand what it means to actually date and court a person. So you're looking at it from the outside looking in of someone who's been married for 20 something years. And you're saying, oh, I wouldn't carry a random woman's bag because you've been in a successful relationship. But when you actually meet a person initially, you do those type of things in order to get in their good graces, in order to show them you're a good person. So I think you're just
listen.
missing truth.
You're the punching bag. Okay. And this is the reality is that women look at dudes like you with this type of attitude, and you the type of guy that get taken advantage of. Yep. We see you every single day, and we laugh. We are absolutely giggling like little schoolgirls at people like you, who are always the ones that fuck it up for other guys because they expect for guys who they call their friends to do shit that other friends are not required to do, and then they don't have any standards for the person that they actually like. If a chick is feeling you, you don't have to get in her good graces. She know immediately, literally immediately, whether or not she likes you, whether or not she want to actually get to know you, and whether or not she want to fuck you. So if you have to get in her good graces, you never had her in the first place. You was never courting her in the first place. If you got to try to convince her to try to be a person that she would be interested in or she would be interested in, you never had her in the first place, bro. So you don't have to do all of that. My point is the problem with the culture is that women think it's okay to take advantage of guys, and that's why they say the shit that they say. But then at the same time, they can advocate for equal. The reason why guys are so easily put into the friend zone is the mentality that you carry because you don't draw a line in the sand. If more guys drew a line in the sand and said, "Listen."
Your line in the sand is carrying a bag. That's your line in the sand, carrying a bag. That's crazy.
The line in the sand is the line in the sand. You don't waver. You don't switch up. You don't go the other way. You don't do this. You don't do that. Either you draw a line in the sand or you don't. And
doesn't that differ from person to person? Isn't that different from each individual? Isn't everyone's line different?
Listen, you in your feminine energy right now because you want to argue. I just want to have a conversation.
No. It's not about being in my feminine energy. It's about if I disagree with what you're saying, I'm going to say that I disagree.
Right now. Listen,
that's your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion.
Listen, we're going to be here for 3 hours. I'm going to give you space to speak. But what you don't understand is this, bro. If you don't draw a line in the sand, you're going to get trampled over. Yep. Women are habitual line steppers. They will respect you more if you actually draw a line in the sand and stand your ground, bro. I'm telling you the truth. Listen, man, most of the time, dudes that don't give a fuck are the ones.
I didn't know that. You dated one woman your whole life.
You gotta listen, bro.
All right, hold on. We gonna stop this right now. All right. You know me. I don't know you. All right. The fact of the matter is, if you're gonna substantiate your argument, you're gonna have to do it without doing ad hominem attacks. Because what's your
definition of an ad hominem attack? I'm answering the things that you're saying. I'm not being disrespectful.
What you think about me, you don't know half of what my life is like. Honestly,
I know what you display on the internet, and what you display on the internet is that you're married and you've only been with one woman after your marriage. So how do you have all this information on dating?
Listen. If we gonna have this conversation, you're gonna have to substantiate your argument without worrying about whether or not I have been with one woman or not. That has nothing to do with the conversation at all.
How does it not? You don't have any referenceable freaking information. You can't reference what you're saying.
Because I didn't add that. Because I didn't add that as a part of the conversation. If I looked at you and say, okay, you look gay to me, should I add that as a part of the conversation? Or should I just be able to stand on my own?
Now that is an ad hominem attack. Just in case you don't know the definition, that's an ad hominem attack.
No. If I say you look gay to me, should I add that based off of what I think? Or should we just be able to argue the point based off of what the woman said in the video? But I'm not going to do that, though. You know why?
So do you want me to answer that genuinely, or are you just being disingenuous for the sake of trying to win the argument?
You never said that you was gay, so I'm not going to add that as a part of the conversation. Okay?
But you have said that you're married, have you not? And you have said you haven't been with no women after your marriage, have you not?
I don't need to validate my marriage in order to defeat you in this conversation, is my point. Now, if you want to continue to be in your feminine energy, we can talk. Or we can just have a conversation like men and speak on the actual issue that she said. Now, you sound like one of the King Panda Bears, but I'm going to give you grace. I'm going to give you grace.
You should not God to give me anything.
Arguing for women, that's hard, bro.
I'm not arguing for women. I'm arguing for men to understand that it is not a good idea for you to be so on one side or the other. It's not a good idea for you to say, I won't hold a girl's bag because it looks like I'm being XYZ. I mean, if that's what the woman that desires that you're courting, why wouldn't you do it? If you desire for her to do something, why wouldn't she do it?
And this is, again, why you in your feminine energy, because she never said courting. She never said that at all. She said, I was trying to evaluate whether or not I even.
So they weren't on a date. So they weren't on a date.
No, they wasn't on a date.
Yes, they was. Yes, they was.
Q, play the video one more time,
please.
Because I'm trying to give him grace.
A lot of people will be heated about why we are actually not going to be friends. I guess you'll have to let me know in the comment section. Originally supposed to do a group game night and everybody bailed, so we were just going to go do a game night ourselves. I then asked him if he wanted to go run some errands with me instead. We go, we do the errand.
We just gonna stop right there. Do that sound like they was on a date?
No, you're right. They wasn't on a date. You got that.
Thank you. So when we get back to the brass tacks of it, that's not courting. That is her asking this nigga to go run some errands with her and then carry her bags on the way back to the crib because everybody bailed on a group game night.
But aren't they just moving as friends, like just running to the store together as friends and walking back to the same place together as friends? So they're getting things for the game night. There are bags. I hold some bags, you hold some bags. How is that automatically him being a simp?
She never. Okay, let me play the video for you again. And I'm gonna play it to the point where she talked about the bags, because we got to have our listening skills on it.
A lot of people will be heated about why we are actually not going to be friends. I guess you'll have to let me know in the comment section. Originally supposed to do a group game night and everybody bailed, so we were just going to go do a game night ourselves. I then asked him if he wanted to go run some errands with me instead. We go, we do the errand stuff. Of course, it's my errands, so I'm really the only one buying anything. I don't get that much stuff, but I've got a good enough size bag and had walked about 20 minutes to the store.
So where is it that they were getting stuff together?
Well, she asked him, hey, because they both had the plan to go to this game night. The game night got canceled. She said they decided they wanted to do a game night together. She asked him, hey, do you want to go run some errands with me? Apparently, he agreed to go run those errands with her. She said that they both walked 20 minutes, which for me, why not call it Uber? But whatever. The story is they walked together, which he agreed to go with her to go do these errands. And on the way back from doing these errands, there was this whole situation about the bag. If there were no expectations, if he agreed to go to the store with her and they were both in agreement that they were going to go back and hang out, I don't see what's the big deal of holding bags. If I'm with my homegirl and we go to a store together, I'm going to help her hold bags. I don't know. For me, like when I'm with my male friends, it's not this whole, I'm only going to do it. It's not this like super performative male masculinity thing. It's like they're just being normal. They're being friends. Nobody has any weird expectations. And so if we're going to the store together, the kind of guy friends that I have, they're automatically going to help with the bags and not expect anything from it because they're being normal guys that know how to be normal around women. So I don't know. I don't see what the issue is. And I kind of see where she was coming from, where it's just like, why do you feel like you're doing something for your girl when you're just agreeing with me as a friend to come to the store with me to run an errand. I have bags. Can you help me hold these bags? Why is it? Why is it?
And I say, wait. So wait a minute. How do y'all get offended as women when a guy says no? At any point, because for whatever reason y'all have normalized, and this is, in my opinion, a problem, is that y'all don't respect men's boundaries in a way that men respect y'all boundaries. If he don't want to hold no bags, because I don't even know you.
Well, then why then? But then why? If you don't know me, why agree to come run these errands with me?
So wait a minute, because
you don't know me. You agree to hang out with me later, but you agree to come to run an errand. You don't know me, but you agree to run these errands with me. We both agree to hang out afterwards. But when we leave the store, all of a sudden you humming about these bags.
I would say it's the expectations of it.
She expected it because she was a male.
But this is the thing. This is the thing. You see how you just got all up in arms because he said he don't want to hold bags. The fact of the matter, now it's not normal. Now I can't believe it. What, you agreed to run errands with me? I'm not your lap dog.
But it's not a lap dog. You just being a friend to somebody that you agreed to hang out with.
You're
just being a friend.
Listen. There's no wrong answer. He can do what he wants. He didn't offend nobody. He didn't call nobody out of their name. He didn't try to get on her. He probably don't even fucking like her.
So why run the errands if you don't like her?
Because maybe he was just trying to make sure she was safe while he was walking.
So you make sure she's safe, but then when it's time to hold the bags, you got a problem?
Bro, listen. You're not gonna bully him into holding bags just because he ran an errand with you.
How was that
he
bullying?
Don't have to do nothing.